Hey, how's everyone doing? About to work on my RC car here on my Vortex. Nothing too crazy. I'm actually just going to be, what's it called? Oh, I'm doing a little test. A little test to see if my repair worked. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see together. I'm live, Cora. I'm recording, okay? So let's try to keep the talking to minimal unless you really need something. All right, thank you. Let's restart this. If you are listening, this is some really interesting information on FIFA, the multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that some might say has overstepped its bounds in both political and other ways. Let's listen up.
The original goal here was to help organize matches for association football, which is football. It's a very old
Football.
where two teams of 11 players try to kick a ball into a goal. Football was no means invented here at this time in this place. People have been kicking a ball around for like a million years.
Your mom kicks a ball around for a million years. Burn. Your mom's a million years old. Burn. Your mom joke. Burn.
But FIFA
You good?
quickly grew into a transnational quasi-political authority that spans the whole globe. In fact, we have a map for that.
A map for that. Hello.
So this is FIFA today. It's massive. It represents
Massive.
211 countries or associations that all belong to this one giant sporting organization. It's the most powerful, easily the most powerful sporting organization in the world. And it's got these 6 major regions or confederations. And it was the leaders from these regional confederations
Goodness,
who in
back's
2010 sat on FIFA's executive committee, based here in Zurich, in this bunker-like headquarters.
Who's
I
been
was
there?
actually there just a few weeks ago, actually. I'm in Zurich. This is where the FIFA headquarters, the FIFA museum are.
This is great. You guys have back problems? Back tight? Let me show you a pro tip. Baby, thank you. Get you a foam roller. One of the best things I purchased ever. Besides like insurance or something, you know. But other than that, get you a foam roller.
The ones who would go on to decide who would be the host of the 2022.
And also, posture is essential.
Here they are.
If you, Cora, thank you. I'm telling the people on the video.
Sorted by their confederations.
Posture is essential.
Set by the president right
I'm not
here.
looking at you. I'm looking at my phone.
Swiss guy.
Posture is essential when maintaining. I guess minimizing pain.
We didn't go over all of it. There's obviously way more to FIFA than what I just talked about. The corruption, the scandals, all of it.
Right.
But for the purposes of this video,
Let's go
we're
watch
trying
something.
to answer the question, how did Qatar end up with the World Cup? What we need to know is what we just talked about. The executive committee, the 24 most powerful men in football. I'm going to cross it off the list. Next on our list, the World Cup. So eventually FIFA got big enough to where they could put on a big international tournament and people would actually come. They held it in Uruguay in 1930. 13 teams participated and they called it the World Cup. It quickly became the most prestigious tournament in football and eventually would become the most viewed sports event on the planet. Beating out even the Olympics, if you consider that 1.1 billion people, like a decent chunk of the entire global population, were simultaneously watching in 2018 when France beat Croatia in the World Cup final in Moscow. 1.1 billion people at the same time all watching the same thing. And, I mean, that's insane, but it's also kind of amazing. Like, what other thing brings that many people together? It is an amazing thing what global football has become. And that is basically thanks to FIFA.
This was his stage.
Sport has the power to inspire and unite people.
I mean, I'm immediately like actually almost crying. Like this is beautiful stuff. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this. These moments of like amazing like performance and then the reaction of these crowds.
I didn't see it.
But It must be noted that when you
I don't
have
know.
this much attention on one event, 13% of the entire global population
We know that it's gonna
watching
take-
at one time.
Bro, I swear my nose always itches when I go live.
So eventually FIFA got the World Cup.
Sorry if you're still watching and
I'm gonna
listening to
cross
the
it
video,
off.
but
I'm gonna cross it off the list.
I didn't hear it,
FIFA, we
so-
didn't go over all of it. There's obviously way more to FIFA than what I just talked about.
yeah, that's where we need to go.
Corruption, the scandals, all of it. But for the purposes of this video, which is trying to answer the question, how did Qatar end up with the World
Come on, I'm
Cup?
talking to the
What
video.
we need to know is what we just talked
Please-
about.
please stop
the executive
talking, okay?
committee, the 24 most powerful
Thank you.
men in football. I'm going to cross it off the list. Next on our list, the World Cup. So eventually FIFA
Yeah, this is more me just watching a show, and you guys can watch me watching something. And then there is an RC car, and I will be working on it intermittently, but
1930, 13 teams participated, and they called it the World Cup.
Milwaukee,
It
baby.
quickly became the most prestigious
Knock,
tournament
knock.
in football.
Who's
and
home?
eventually
Not Snap-on.
became the most
Actually, I have one
viewed
Snap-on
sports
tool.
event on the planet. Beating out even
Woo,
the
big party.
Olympics, if you consider that 1.1 billion people, like a decent chunk of the entire global population, were simultaneously watching in 2018 when France beat Croatia in the World
Croatia.
Cup final in Moscow.
Croatia.
1.1 billion people
a lot.
at the same time all watching the same thing.
All right, so
I mean, that's
all
insane, but it's also kind of amazing. Like,
The motor's
what
plugged
other
in.
thing brings
I
that many
think-
people together? Is it
think I'm
amazing
good to go.
thing what global football has become? And that is basically thanks to FIFA.
This was his stage.
make sure nothing's like entangled, you know?
Sport has the power to inspire and unite people.
Dumbo, baby. Oh, you got your magnet.
I'm immediately like actually almost crying. Like this is beautiful stuff. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this. These moments.
Ooh,
of,
bicycle.
like, amazing like
Legendary.
performance, and then the reaction of
Right.
these crowds.
See if it works now.
It must be noted that when you have this much attention on one event, 13% of the entire global population watching at one time, it will quickly become less about the beauty of this game and more about, I'm gonna say, more about money. With so much attention, corporations pay endless money to get their logos anywhere near this stuff. Here, or
Dang, this
here,
UFC fan
or
is-
here. Okay, that's not
Huh.
that surprising. What blows my mind is
Why
how
are we
far
cogging?
companies will go to also pay endless money to get anywhere near the World Cup. Not because they make money in return like the corporations. They always end up losing.
Why are you cogging?
But because there's a power in having the entire world focused on your country for 2 weeks.
Look,
Together, we've given the American people extraordinary
and this is the trigger input I'm giving it.
to our shores. 2,000 people worldwide.
I mean, look at
And there's
this.
no binding in the drivetrain.
We plotted this actually. We found this data. Every 4 years there's a World Cup. And this is how much each of these
I literally
countries
took the
spend
entire rear diff apart, thinking that there was something hooked up in there. I don't know, like,
to hosting the World Cup. Throw this
Fine.
over onto a bar chart and you get something like this.
thank God.
Like it's getting out of hand. Like every year they spend more and more and more. Oh, and spoiler alert, wait till I show you this graph with Qatar in the mix. Minds will be blown, I can promise you that. The point is that countries are willing to pay
I'm just making
more
fun of
and
people who
more
do that. They show something really
in their
small,
country. A moment for them to put their best foot forward on a global stage. This is what we like to call
and then go like this.
okay. I am crossing the World Cup off of our list, not
Whatevs.
because I covered every angle of it, but because for the purposes of this story,
Hey, if you're still watching,
this is
thank
what
you. I
matters.
appreciate you.
Countries are more and more willing to pay unlimited amounts of money to try to get this event in their country.
I'm now
Because
contemplating if I
they know
wanna-
they're gonna watch it and it makes it look good.
Because I was really hoping
We're crossing it off.
that the fix I did was gonna stop the cogging.
On to the last piece
Didn't.
of the puzzle. Qatar, a country that should be pronounced Qatar, but I'm not going to be that pretentious guy who shows up trying to like say
So it looks
in
like I
local
am going to be,
pronunciation because it makes me sound cultured and cool. I am that guy.
Switching out the
I'm trying to
SC.
not be that guy. So for now, I'm just going to say it like
Dang it!
Texas Oilman says it. Qatar. Okay.
Well,
Thanks.
Dumbo off. Depower this bad boy. Look, woo, LEDs. Woo, woo, woo. It's cooler when the car moves, but that's what that is. Oh, you brought your boot to me. Thank you.
I'm going to be really quick on this history of we're not
Good
going
night, Merry
into the
Christmas.
full thing, okay? This is a very juicy history that I could easily do a whole video about. I'm going to give you the
Saddens
spark
me.
notes, which is that Qatar, for most of its history, was populated by nomadic tribes and fishing villages, whose
I
biggest
could
industry
rotate
was
this.
pearl diving, which is like a pretty gnarly thing to do. Like,
No, but that might be hard for people who
go under to find clams,
switch halfway through.
and see if there's pearls.
Well, I guess
It was like hard
no.
work. The British
Does that make any
eventually
sense?
swooped in because the Industrial
Probably
Revolution
not.
was happening, and they smelled oil
Should I
everywhere.
go
Qatar
to,
becomes a British protectorate until 1971, when they became an independent country. An Islamic constitutional
Orientation is locked. Rotate device
run by
back.
one
Okay.
family dynasty. So by the
Okay.
70s, the British were gone, but crucially,
No, it's not
the
gonna
oil
work.
was not. And because of said oil, Qatar quickly transitioned.
I better turn this off. Hold on, I'm stalling on that.
To a globally
So,
connected energy hub
there's that.
with unlimited money. This accelerated in the 70s when
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
Qatar
do
won
the
fossil
whole
fuel
swapperoo.
lottery and discovered that they just happened to be sitting
don't wanna.
on the largest known natural
Really
gas
hoping they fixed the car game, but it didn't.
They share a bit of it with the territory
Poopy.
of Iran, but most of it's theirs.
At least I should be grateful. Thank you, God.
Oh, and by the way, all this fossil fuel
I have
coming from it,
I mean, it's a brand new
this teeny country, which
ESC.
is a very
Cora,
teeny
stop, bro.
country. Talking about a
Go on,
country
go be silly. We got
that
plenty
fits
of room to be silly. Go on, please.
inside Of the soul of the boot of Italy. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't totally fit. It's like, but it's tiny, and we're talking about a few 100,000 Qataris here. This isn't a big population, and yet they're all getting in on this unbelievable amount of wealth. Like, we can't fathom how rich this teeny little thumb-shaped country is. They could not spend their money fast enough. They didn't have enough labor to build all the stuff that they had money for, so they started to import labor
okay.
from other countries. 95% of the people who live and work here
He's okay.
are not Qataris. They're expats
Grateful.
from other places.
God, I have a
95%.
brand new in the
Meanwhile,
box,
teeny population
ESC.
that are actually Qatari citizens live
I'm gonna
very
throw in
good
here.
lives. They're some of the richest people on
Yes,
the
sir,
planet.
yes, sir.
Most of them work very cushy
Yes,
government
sir.
jobs that
Yes,
pay
sir.
really
BRB.
well. They live in a welfare state where their needs are met because there is just unlimited money for everyone in this country. Okay, that's Qatar. So this is the moment where the three pieces of our puzzle come together. Because in the 90s, Qatar starts to read the tea leaves. They start to realize that the world is going to move away from fossil fuels, the one thing that they have. Their gravy train is going to come to an end in a few decades. It's time to prepare for the future, said Qatar, by investing their billions and billions, hundreds of billions of extra dollars into anything and everything that is not fossil fuels. Diversify. So they start to go nuts. Everything from real estate in Singapore and New York City to buying the St. Petersburg airport in Russia to buying Miramax Films and the Italian luxury brand Valentino. Like, boy, should I just make an entire video on Qatar Investment Authority? Because that would be juicy. In 2017, the BBC noted that Qatar owns more land in the UK than the Queen does. And as a part of this big diversifying strategic investment effort, Qatar focused on turning their country into a global hub for prestigious international events. See where I'm going with this? Lucky for them, there is a
Rewind.
shortcut to the most prestigious event in the world. Strategic money fasted 100,000 Qataris field on the planet. This guy. Globally, an Islamic
Hey, haircut.
constitutional monarchy run by one family dynasty.
Your mom's an Islamic
British
constitutional
eventually
monarchy.
Because the Industrial Revolution
Burn.
was happening, and they smelled.
Your mom's an industrial revolution.
Texas oilmen.
Your mom's in a
That's all.
Texas oilman.
Okay,
Bro, have you seen how many?
thanks.
Everyone's doing the cut scenes with Steve Carell with your mom. I'm so tired of them. It's not funny anymore. Like, everyone's doing poop jokes and your mom joke. I don't get it.
I'm gonna be really quick on this history of Qatar. Like, we're not going into the full thing. Okay,
Not the
This
full
is a
thing, heck
very
no.
Juicy history. that
So
I could easily
juicy.
Do a whole video about. I'm gonna give you the spark notes, which is that Qatar, for
Cliff
most of
notes,
its
baby.
history, was populated by nomadic tribes and fishing villages, whose biggest industry was pearl diving, which is like a pretty gnarly thing to do. Like, you like tie a rock around your ankle and go under to find clams, and then open the clams and see if there's pearls. It was like hard work. The British eventually swooped in because the Industrial Revolution was happening, and they smelled oil over here.
He smelled
Qatar
it.
becomes a British protectorate until 1971, when they became an independent country, an Islamic constitutional monarchy run by one family dynasty. So by the 70s, the British were gone, but crucially, the oil was not. And because of said oil, Qatar quickly transitioned from a poor tribal society to a globally connected energy hub with unlimited money. This accelerated in the 70s when
No!
fuel lottery and discovered that they just happened to be sitting on the largest known natural gas field on the planet.
They'll solder
This
it.
guy.
It's not busted.
They
But
share a bit of it with the
goodness.
territorial waters of Iran, but most of it's theirs.
Yay. More work.
Oh, and by the way, all this fossil fuel and the revenue coming from it belongs to this teeny country, which this is a very teeny country. Like, we're talking about a country
Bro.
that fits inside of the sole of the boot of Italy. Look at this. I mean, it doesn't totally fit. It's like, but it's tiny, and we're talking about a few 100,000 Qataris.
Mine just broke off.
Population, and yet they're all getting in on this
That's annoying.
unbelievable amount of wealth. Like, we can't fathom how rich this teeny little thumb-shaped country is. They could not spend their money fast enough. They didn't have enough labor to build all the stuff that they had money for, so they started to import labor from other countries.
I'm grateful to God I have another motor and wire, but goodness, I didn't want to throw it in.
They're expats from other places, 95%. Meanwhile, the teeny population that are actually Qatari citizens live very good lives. They're some of the richest people on the
All
planet. Most of them work.
I think this
very
concludes the
cushy
live.
government
Thanks for
jobs
watching.
that pay really well. They live in a welfare state where their needs are met.
This is a
because
prime
there is
opportunity
just
to,
money for everyone in this country. Okay.
To reinforce how just be grateful to God in all situations. Yeah, I am pretty bummed this broke. But the cables are getting pretty worn to begin with. I do have a backup motor, and I can probably salvage this one. It's still annoying though. But that's life. Life isn't perfect. We're never promised a rose garden. And a lot worse could have happened. So,